Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming here and joining the Spring 2025 Readers or Leaders celebration. We are a Los Angeles based nonprofit organization that's dedicated to helping students grow reading skills, build their confidence, and all fall in love with the joy of reading while having fun along the way. Our Readers or Leaders program is one of a kind reading enrichment for experience for students that are in the third through seventh grade that are struggling a little bit with their reading and need a little extra support. So over 5 weeks, the students whom you will hear from have met with their tutors twice a week on Zoom, diving into reading and comprehension skills and getting a serious boost through storytelling, dramatic reading, and mentorship. But we didn't stop there. To really bring the stories to life, our students worked with professional actors and community leaders who helped them step into characters full of drama, conflict, and larger-than-life personalities. Let's set the stage and give you all a quick look into the world of Star Wars.
Hi, I'm Nico, and I'm pleased to take you along our journey into space. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, this is where the story of Star Wars begins. The Star Wars franchise of movies have become part of mainstream popular culture. In addition to being one of the highest grossing series of all time, you could say that Star Wars is the most successful space opera. Star Wars was created by George Lucas in 1977. The Star Wars franchise depicts adventures in which humans and many species of aliens coexist. Spacecrafts range from small starfighters to huge capital ships such as the Star Destroyers to space stations such as the moon-sized Death Stars. A mystical power known as the Force is described in the original film as an energy created by all living things that binds the galaxy together. Through the training and meditation, those whom the Force is strong with are able to perform incredible abilities. The Force is wielded by two major knightly orders in conflict with each other: the Jedi Peacekeepers of the Galactic Republic, who act on the light side of the Force, and the Sith, who use the dark side of the Force by manipulating fear and aggression. Through the readings today, you'll be introduced into and learn about a few characters of this epic franchise, Star Wars. Thank you, and may the Force be with you.
My name is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Don't worry, I am a noble man, and I'm also gifted in the ways of the Force. What is the Force? What to say this to someone who doesn't know what the Force is? The Force is an energy field that flows through everything. Rocks, people, animals, you name it. The Force flows right through it. It can be controlled by Force users such as Jedi. Who are the Jedi? Well, the Jedi were a group of Force-sensitive warriors. I mentored a young man, Luke Skywalker, in the ways of the Jedi, just as I mentored his father before him, Anakin Skywalker.
Eileen is a smart and charismatic young girl. She takes direction very well, and she's worked really hard on her presentation. So now I want to leave you with this wonderful reader, Eileen.
Hello, my name is Eileen, and now I go to 93 Elementary School and I'm in third grade. Today I'm going to read Mama. Hello, my name is Mama. I was born into a political family. I had no aspiration to follow the family's political dynasty, but rather to become a historian. I soon realized that I genuinely love involvement in my community, fighting to protect the rights of my people and serving those in need. I decided to return to politics. I became the first president of the new republic in an outspoken proponent of peace. In an effort to keep peace, I recruited a young brave soldier named Jen herself. She was successful in leading the Rogue One squadron and stealing the Death Star planet, keeping them out of the hands of their enemy. My name is Eileen. I like to read because reading is fun, and I will become a lawyer when I grow up.
And I'll be introducing Josue. He's been doing an incredible job over the last couple weeks. He has a lot of focus, a lot of dedication to the program, practicing in a bunch of different environments. And he really has a lot of, charisma and a really cool performing energy that we've seen kind of come out of him in the last couple weeks as he's, transformed into the character that he'll be playing. So we're all super proud of him and his progress.
I'm in fourth grade. and my school is Kid Vita. I was born on the planet Corellia, willing to do just about anything to live. I joined the Navy, following my dream of being a pilot. I was the most talented pilot in the program. Yet the stuff we heard, your statistical trainers, kicked me out. Instead, I left no choice other to become a STEM keeper. Grown tired of this, I became a smuggler. Now this was something I could stick my teeth into. Sailing, smuggling, fighting, and flying. I was so good at it, I actually won the fastest ship in the galaxy and the Millennium Falcon from my friend and rival, Lando Calrissian, in the card game. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker hired me and my co-pilot, Chewbacca, to get them off of Tatooine. We later teamed to rescue Princess Leia from the Death Star. What do I like about reading is you could meet your goals. Who I'm gonna be when I'm big is a vet.
Moving right along to our next reader is actually Miss Leah Sales, who's going to be our next reader.
Hello, everyone. I am Leah Sales with United Voices of Literacy, and I'm going to be taking on the role of Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader. As Darth Vader, the galaxy feared me, and I ruled the Empire alongside the Emperor for many years, until I came to battle against a young, powerful Jedi named Luke Skywalker. Yes, my son by Padme was a Jedi. Luke overpowered me in the battle, but showed compassion by letting me live. This awakened the long dormant good inside me, and in response, I turned on the Emperor and killed him to save my son. Badly injured, I removed my mask to see Luke with my own eyes and made peace with my son, becoming one with the Force.
I'm happy to introduce our next reader, who is actually our special guest reader. His name is Julian, and he actually happens to be the son of our tutor, Miss Yahaira, and he stepped in at the last minute, and he's going to be reading Luke Skywalker.
Hello, my name is Julian, and I go to Roscoe Elementary. I'm in 5th grade, and my character is Luke Skywalker. One day, my uncle and I came across 2 droids named R2-D2 and C-3PO. We purchased them to help work the farm. While cleaning the droids, I discovered a hidden message inside of R2. It was from Princess Leia asking for a man named Obi-Wan Kenobi to help her. I took the droids to a hermit we called Old Ben Kenobi. He revealed that his real name was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Kenobi then told me that he and my father Anakin were once both Jedi. Unfortunately, the Jedi had long since disappeared, and my father Anakin was killed by the evil Darth Vader. Kenobi presented me with my father's lightsaber, allowing the blade to be ignited for the first time in years. My name is Julian. I like to read because it's a good way to entertain you when you're bored. And when I grow up, I want to be an actor.
I had a great pleasure of introducing my student Nico, who has demonstrated fantastic perseverance and character over the last few weeks. She's been doing this in the car, and, wherever she is, always manages to show up every single time, which is great. She's a quick learner and takes feedback well. It was a real pleasure working with her. So without further ado, here is Nico reading for Princess Leia.
Hi, I'm Nico Brown. I go to Parkburn Middle School, and I'm a 6th grader. Today, I'll be acting the character Princess Leia. I am Princess Leia Organa of the planet Alderaan. My biological parents are Padme Amidala and Anakin Skywalker. My mother died in childbirth, and I was adopted by Bail Organa and Queen Breha, making me Princess Leia Organa of Alderaan. Being from a political family, we often hosted political leaders at our home. As a teen, I remember meeting Will Huff, the Moth, Tarkin. When he visited, I felt a dark presence from him and instantly disliked him. Maintaining that he represented everything that was wrong with the Empire, I began to contemplate what kind of galaxy I lived in and what I could do to change it. I followed the political path and at the age of 18 became the youngest senator ever to serve the Galactic Empire. I was also an agent of the Rebel Alliance. I'm Nico and I want to be a plastic surgeon when I grow up, and I like reading because it gives me a perspective of the other person's mind, and I get to just feel the character when reading.
Right. On a good day, I am known as Ben Solo. On most days, I am known as the most powerful warrior, Kylo Ren. Growing up, I heard many tales about Darth Vader, leading me to idolize this Dark Lord. I am not actually a Sith nor a Jedi, but a product of both sides' teachings. This causes me much conflict and agony. I was once an apprentice of Luke Skywalker's, but I destroyed his training temple, driving Skywalker into exile. I became a First Order warlord and changed my identity to Kylo Ren. I was determined to destroy the last remnants of the Jedi, fulfilling the legacy of my hero, Darth Vader.
I discovered my Force powers and sought guidance under Luke Skywalker, who taught me the art of the Force, despite his decision to end the Jedi legacy. When Skywalker sacrificed himself to save the Resistance, I took his mantle as the last Jedi. With the return of Darth Sidious, I set out to prevent his wicked forces from being reborn. Ben Skywalker revealed to me that Darth Sidious, also known as Emperor Palpatine, was actually my grandfather. I wish to have no relations with this evil being. Although Ben was the last of the Skywalker bloodline, I assumed the name Skywalker to honor their memory and reject my own heritage as a Palpatine.
Palpatine watched a young Jedi named Anakin Skywalker grow into a powerful but troubled young man. Palpatine revealed himself as the Dark Lord of the Sith and gained Skywalker's trust, telling him that he could teach him the ways to save his wife, Padme. Palpatine took Skywalker on as his new apprentice, renaming him Darth Vader. Together, they would rule the galaxy for many years until eventually Vader would turn on Palpatine to save his son, Luke. Palpatine stayed in hiding for years, gathering his power until it would be time to take a new apprentice. This time, it would be Anakin's own grandson, Ben Solo, also known as Kylo Ren.
I think everyone did a wonderful, wonderful job here. And I have to let all of our guests know this program is run entirely online. So, as we know, these people that we all played heroes and villains, and no one does that alone. So it took a lot of teamwork. So I want to give another round of thanks to our tutors who helped us out and those who are not here with us today. We'd also like to thank our partnerships. Some of our students came to us through way of the El Nido Family Centers. We'd also like to thank one of our funding partners who are We Benefit Children. We Benefit Children directly impacts smaller charities like ours by providing grants, hosting events, and supporting youth programs. We here at United Voices of Literacy, we are pretty much a volunteer-driven nonprofit that's dedicated to the improvement of reading of our students. And if you'd like to get involved to either be a reading coach or you want to help with the show's creation, as you've seen, we do them online, but we also take our students so that they can get the opportunity to read before a audience. We also do live performance readings too, and we can always use help for folks who want to help us bring the production together. Or even if you have a student that you'd like to get involved, visit us at uvoli.org, uvoli.org. Also on our site, you can also help us by making a tax-deductible donation, because we are pretty much volunteer-driven and so small. Those donations help us with providing books, lessons and also anything that we need to put the productions on so that we can keep this program at no cost to our students and their families. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.